Bowblax, why does a lot of the commentary community not like NerdCity? I really like his content. I like his content too, but when it comes to like him off of his main channel videos, he acts like really weird and really spurgy interacting with people. I'll show that a little bit later with the Reddit. With me in particular, he got mad at me because I did like a little skit. This was in 2019 when everyone was saying, oh, you're in a dark place. I did a little skit in a cave being like, oh, I'm in a dark place, and trying to like pretend I'm escaping and pretending it's haphazard. But obviously, you know, it wasn't. It was just for the skit. You know, that existed. And then like 6 months later, me and NerdCity got into drama, and he was DMing me at like 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. And then halfway through that conversation, he was like, oh, was that really you going spelunking? And I was like, yeah, lol. And that's it. It was just him, like, inquiring about something from months ago. I was like, that thing from months ago? Lol, yeah. And then, 2 years later, when he made the J-Station video, I went into his little Discord space that he hosted after because I wanted to learn more about his NFT project that he was promoting at the end of this. If you remember from that video, he, like, promoted a Discord space. And in that Discord space, he said he blocked me and thought I was untrustworthy because I went spelunking. It's weird, it's crazy. This video uploaded on February 3rd, right? Worst YouTuber of all time. Great video. Amazing video, right? And then at the end of it, there's this.
The whole set will include less notable people than me and be given away free by NerdCity. These clean collectibles...
Except to me, because he gave it away in the server and he banned me from the server. So everybody except me, but we'll get to
reside. The community at discord.gg/DAP is working together to keep it a welcoming place for education.
Our doors are open to people from every background and all walks of life.
Doors open to every background and all walks of life, except Bowblax, because we'll see here. You won't have to come to this. Furries are allowed, but not me.
I invite you to stop by our Discord and ask some questions.
The community at
So he's inviting people to the Discord at the end of his video. I joined the Discord, and this is my reaction coming out of Twitter. I'm actually in shock of what he said. The actual disdain for me in his voice is something I've never heard from anyone else before, and all because I disagreed with his YouTube video 2 years ago. He didn't need to waste his time if he was this confident in his research. Comment Cop asks what happened. I quote retweet him and say, on his public Discord, he's doing a Twitter space thing. My name come up since I'm listening to it right now, so that's what he was talking about in the video we were just talking about, or just showing. And he went on a rant saying I'm a piece of shit because I questioned the validity of his demonetized words list from 2 years ago, saying I wasted hours of his valuable time. The video said words like restaurant would get your video demonetized. There's this video from 4 years ago, YouTube's biggest lie. It was basically like, what words get you demonetized? The bot's fucked up. It'll demonetize you for words like restaurant. I'm like, really? I don't get demonetized that much. Is it really like legit? And I made some tweets about it, right? Anyway, it sounded ridiculous, so I shared my skepticism on Twitter. He ended up being right, but in the Discord thing just now, he acted like I publicly slandered him on a huge platform. I requested to join to talk with him about his issues with me, but he didn't want to. Clearly, he just wants to have hate in his heart for me, rather than clear up misunderstandings. Very disappointed. Here is what he said. By the way, I never called Nerd a liar. I was just skeptical of a YouTube video I saw. If he was so strapped for time, he could have just left me to test the words myself, which I did. Also, this wasn't a public on this public Discord server, not a private combo. And obviously, he publicly promoted this on his video, and this was like part of the big Twitter space he was doing to introduce people to NFTs. All walks of life, giving free NFTs away at the end. All walks of life invited except for me. So we'll figure out why here.
Hey, Bowblax, Josh. Bowblax, we're talking
so
to you, Bowblax.
I'm in the listening.
We see you down there. We see you, Josh.
Cool.
So that's Wavy. Wavy's awesome, dude.
Bowblax really in here.
And this is now Nerd.
Oh yeah, I love that guy though.
Yeah, I do not.
Hanging around.
Random. I haven't talked to this guy in 2 years, by the way, and I was
I'll
his thing.
I'll tell him why I don't. So like when I uploaded that video about YouTube's biggest lie, where CeeLo and I had gone through, checking and double checking our research on these banned words. And, I wouldn't put a video like that live without checking it. I mean, really wanted to make sure we got that right. And so when we did, and we posted up and we put the Excel spreadsheet, like that was all correct information. And later it would be confirmed by YouTube as they repeated our experiment and found that it was right. So it was right. It's not a matter of opinion. But what Bowblax did immediately when we put up the video is he shot from the hip to try and take the spotlight, and he goes, I think that...
To try and take the spotlight, keep in mind, this was on my Twitter in 2019 when I had less than 10K followers for sure, maybe even less than 5K. I mean, before I started YouTube Drama, I had 600 followers, but I gained a lot from the Pokemon situation, so I don't know, but I was still a very small YouTuber, so trying to shoot from the hip to get attention by tweeting out on a fucking couple thousand follower account, just my opinions on the latest commentary video, a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but okay.
I have a feeling this is wrong. This can't be right. And he didn't even test it. He just sat there for... wasted CeeLo and myself's time in a critical period where, like, we had a lot of people trying to talk to us about that issue who were impacted by it. We were talking to people who were, who didn't know we were working on the video, but once we came out with it, needed to talk to us. So we were talking to the people who were suing YouTube. FairTube reached out to us. We had lawyers talking to us. There was a lot of important discussions to have in that moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Bowblax basically tied us up, chasing our tail.
No, you retard. You decided to argue with me when I only had a fucking couple followers on Twitter. It's exactly what he's doing right now on Reddit, actually. This ties right into it. Dude, all these people are wasting his precious time he could be doing to research videos. No one asked you to do this. No one asked you. Holy shit, you respond a lot. Nobody asked you to go on a 3-day rampage on Reddit. And also, I never asked you for a response to my skepticism. I wasn't begging for NerdCity to respond, being like, NerdCity must respond, I was just asking questions to my audience, not even to him. Because I ended up doing my own research and deleting the videos after I found out he was right via my own research, which he will actually mention and try to act like it's an own. Let's continue this.
Just to get some attention for himself when he, he's basically saying we were lying. And he made a 30 tweet storm about it where it was like, this can't be right. This is a lie. I can't believe you put it. He's just guessing that we were lying. So CeeLo, when your peers raise a question about whether you're telling the truth or not, like, it's worth taking seriously. And so that was taken seriously, and it shouldn't have been, because when he finally tested those words, he just goes, I just put in some of these words and I checked them and they're right. So I'm just going to delete the tweets. So he made a little video, said he was going to delete the tweets, deleted 30 tweets, and then deleted that video tweet. So it was kind of like the crime evaporated.
The crime evaporated. I was running away from the crime. Wait, he was complaining that I was putting out misinformation about his video through my, live speculation on Twitter. I delete that live speculation after I confirm that he was right, admit he's right in a new tweet, and now it's like, evidence evaporated. What? What crime? Speculating on shit? Dude.
It's fucking, and that legitimately had wasted our time. And there were a lot of people who saw
that's your fucking fault
that and never really, maybe they went to bed that night or they didn't follow up on it and they just thought we'd lied, Like, I can't believe NerdCity lied about that. That's fucked up.
Yeah, the whole, couple people who saw that too. Like, a couple people, I think Augie and Nick and other friends of mine, YouTubers around the time, were, speculating alongside me on Twitter, but nobody was making, definitive fucking NerdCity exposed videos or anything like that. It was just, discussion amongst people who were much smaller than him, especially at the time, Keep in mind, this is 2019 he's talking about, right? This is 2019. When, After Hours, the show I was doing with Augie was, getting, maybe 100 viewers or less.
So I just think he's irresponsible. And he'll say things like, I just read tweets. No, you do things like that, where you try to inject yourself into the story. So I don't want to involve myself with someone who does things like that. Also, one of the DMs I had with him before.
Here we go.
I had fucking seen this video he posted where he went into a cave by himself. And it's that's a very unsafe thing to do. Okay. You should not go spelunking by yourself without telling anybody where you are. You shouldn't do it without proper equipment. You shouldn't do it untrained. And he posted this video where he goes into a hole in the middle of a field and it's
I think I might remember this one. This is a classic, isn't it?
Dude,
when I made this video, I didn't know I'd be fucking talking about it, like 5 years later? Dude. And I'll show you the video too. It's kind of funny.
I was concerned. I was like, did you tell anybody where you went? Like,
he's so no, it gets worse if you see the context, dude.
Don't do that. Did you really
There's
just
more
do
to
that
this
with
thread.
only like the light on your phone? You didn't bring a flashlight or whatever. So I was like, you know, trying to figure out if that was a meme or if he was reposting another video. I was like concerned about it or whatever. And it was kind of like an exciting video. Someone is doing like a impromptu spelunking adventure.
Is this guy fucking dense? Obviously, I was like safe with it, and the impromptu-ness was a fucking joke and a meme. You'll see in the video, but I literally walked up to a sign that like points a certain way. I'm like, oh, is this the right way? Like, obviously, I looked at everything and assessed my surroundings, everything before I fucking record it. What?
So I DM'd him and was like, I can't believe you did that. Like, you know, I was asking him for more details about it. And that was really the extent of the conversation. He's like, yeah, I really did it. Whatever. Don't worry. And then when there was a time when like fucking people were getting angry at me, he reads those DMs and like twisted them to seem like they were manipulative, like that I was pretending to care about him. Fucking someone was yelling at me about that and being like, oh, you pretend to care about Bowblax? You're such a liar. It's like, what the fuck? Like, so that guy.
And you'll see why I interpreted that way. I said that on After Hours. You'll see why when
turned into a point of criticism. So when someone reads DMs, like private conversations from me, reads that as content, like we're done talking.
This was 2 years ago, by the way, when he's saying this, and it's just because he saw me in the chat.
You know, there's private.
And I was being supportive of his video, as I showed earlier, with like, you know, him being like, everyone come in and join. I'm like, okay, I want to, you know, the video's fire. I want to come in and, you know, engage in this community.
Conversations, and there's public ones. Like, don't serve private conversations to the public as content. I think that's a pretty fair standard to have. Anyway, so that's the reason. So I'm fucking blocked probably for good.
I think under most circumstances, I would agree with you. I would like to point out that he has his hand raised in the chat, but you are under no obligation.
No, in fact, I'm probably going to boot him out of the server. I think he's just an untrustworthy person for those reasons.
And the free NFT was tied to the server. He said all walks of life can get the free NFT, but I was banned because I walked in a cave. What the fuck?
I said. And he'll probably even make a stream about this, which is a private conversation. Like, this isn't content.
It's a private conversation.
The community at discord.gg/DAP is working together to keep it a welcoming place for education.
Our doors are open to people from every background and all walks of life,
including creative, easily distracted adults.
Wow. All walks of life is welcome, and now the same day, February 3rd, same day.
And he'll probably even make a stream about this, which is a private conversation.
Private conversation. What? You invited everyone in your multi-million view video to come to the Discord. It's literally in the description. It's not like I was randomly stalking NerdCity. He asked everyone to come in. I'm not like paying attention. I'm not like fucking looking into everything about NerdCity, dude. And it was 2 years later. I didn't even know you were upset about the fucking conversation. Because look at what the conversation is. Look. When I heard that, like, my mind fucking blew. I was like, why does this guy fucking hate me so much? I think this was the point, February 2022, where I was like, okay, sometimes people are just gonna hate me for no reason. And I can never have it so everybody is on the same page with me. So, here are the DMs he was talking about. I captioned it by saying, also, he never DM'd me about the cave video for fear of my safety. He randomly brought it up 3 months later in the middle of a separate conversation, asking if it was real. I don't know why he embellished that so much, lol. So this is the conversation from 2019. This was 3 months after the spelunking, because I did it in the summer. You think I'm gonna go into a cave in the middle of November? Are you insane? So yeah, this was months ago, and this is the only time he mentioned it. We're having a separate conversation here, and this is like a continuation of it. I was just confused on why you made a video about FTC regulation, then when it comes you say you're against it. It doesn't go much deeper than that, man. Okay, fair enough. I see how that was confusing now. Did you really go into that cave? 50 minutes later, too. 50 minutes later, randomly, at 2:53 a.m. And by the way, this is Pacific Standard Time, so if you're like, oh, maybe it's a better time zone where he lives, I'm in one of the earliest time zones. The only time zone that this would make sense in would be like maybe Hawaii time or like Japan or some like place completely on the other side of the world. What do you mean? Are you talking about that video I filmed in the cave last August? Yeah, was that real? Yes, lol. Although I did have a flashlight, just turned it off for the video. So I guess when he was acting, if it was real, I don't even know, like, what even question is this? Is it real? Yeah, I mean, I was really in a cave. But is it real as in, did I really get lost in a cave and it is in the skit? No. And then right after this, so this is like 4 minutes after, right? Or, no, 5 minutes after. Okay, so now you're doing a show shitting on me for responding to questions when you tag me? It's Augie's show, I just talk on it, ask him. Oh no, this is the next day, yeah, because I responded the next day, because I wasn't awake at 2 a.m., what the fuck? I was awake at 1 a.m., not 2 a.m. So yeah, I just thought, like, we were in the middle of an argument about something else, I think it was about the Lele Pons video, and he just brings it up literally in the middle of conversation. So that's the spelunking story. In closing, his J-Station video with Clown was amazing. Loved watching it. It's a shame how I'm now banned from his Discord and free NFT thing he promoted at the end of his video for questioning his stupid list of demonetized words 3 years ago. 5 years ago now. And for showing DMs about his cave. Guess what, guys? 5 years later, he still hasn't forgiven me for the cave, guys. He still haven't forgiven me for the cave, right? Now let's see this cave video. This is a legendary video, guys. You ready? You ready to see what NerdCity was so fucking I think about this video a lot, Rusty Cage, months later. This was an iconic video, dude.
Guys, I think I engaged in too much YouTube drama. I've just been in the middle of all this drama, and all of a sudden, I'm just here in a dark place. I am trapped in the dark place that everyone's been talking about, and I just don't know how to get out. Like, there's like an arrow here, not there. What? Wait, what is that? That's another arrow. Shit, where did I even come from, dude? Like, wait. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I gotta get out of this dark place. Okay. Just making sound effects as I get out of this dark place. Isn't that what you're supposed to do as a YouTuber?
So, dude, I'm super serious. This is me legitimately lost in a cave, guys. Wow, me making, like, sounds.
Charismatic.
Really, dude.
Oh,
dude, I'm legitimately lost. Shit. This is legitimately dangerous,
I finally
dude.
Found a way out of the dark place.
Yes, he thought this was real! Well, he asked if it was real, and I said yes, because I thought he just meant that, like, I was really in a cave. I don't know! It came out of nowhere. It was at 2 a.m. in the middle of an argument. Is this real? Yeah, I really went to the fucking cave. That's what I meant. It's like,
looks cooler off camera. Or,
I guess I lied to him if he meant real, as in, like, I was really lost. But that wasn't even, like... it was so obvious in this video that I was like, maybe I should have been more in-depth. Like, oh, yeah, I really went to the cave, but I wasn't really lost, lol. I don't know.
Holy shit, I almost actually fell. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
This was just more of a creative way of me wanting to show off the cave and the view, because it was, like, cool.
I'm
I
out.
wanted to show it with my audience. Like, look at this
I finally
shit.
made it out of the dark place. Holy shit.
Look at this, dude. Look at this! That was the point of the thing.
The thing that James Charles and Deji could not do.
This is British Columbia.
I finally did it. I'm out.
That's my history with NerdCity. Beyond, like, critiquing his videos alongside Augie on After Hours, like, certain aspects of it, that's the only thing. But apparently, he now hates me. So that's the NerdCity lore, and that's why I think he's Spurgy, and that's why a lot of other people think he's Spurgy. He's done other Spurgy shit. We have the whole cat arc.
The reason they're asking this is because one of the reasons that the Discord is so unusable and shitty is that maybe like 1 out of every 4 messages posted is a GIF or an MP4 of random cat doing a random thing. It's not their cat necessarily. It might just be something that's on the tenor keyboard. It might be something from TikTok. Just a cat doing something. Stock image of a cat. Cat being funny. A cat being retarded. Any kind of cat. Just whatever. Dolan has encouraged this. Every sticker on our Discord is a cat. So it's a way for them to relate to Dolan and I guess relate to the show. But my problem with this is the cat doesn't actually relate to the show. We've never talked about cats until this very moment. So it didn't...
You can't bring up anything that has never been talked about on the show. So if you bring up how you ate just a nice bowl of spaghetti, if they never talked about spaghetti on the show, bad, dude.
Make any sense.
You can't
It also
talk
was
about
so
it.
generic that, well, you know, you want to try to find a smart way to, like, notice the creativity that's happening within your community and then elevate it and, like, reward the people who are doing funny things. So you're always kind of on... You keep...
Dude, the cat jokes are drowning out all the clever jokes. Who cares? It's a Discord server. If someone wants their clever joke to be seen, they'll post it on Twitter or a YouTube video or something. When you're trying to promote a good joke, I don't know if they care if their meme gets buried in a general Discord server.
Keep your eye out for when someone shows they have talent or when they've picked out a meme out of your content that you didn't even think of. You know, it starts to have a life of its own. So, you know, you're looking for things that we could put on the TBH Twitter account or that we could make into a sticker.
So you're looking for fucking jokes from fans to steal from for merch, and you're just be entertaining yourself. And why is that like a big concern? Oh my god, I'm trying to steal jokes, but they're all cats. What the fuck? I have to come up with my own shit to post on Twitter?
You know, or pin, you know, to kind of like highlight it and put it on with a magnet on the refrigerator and go like, this fucking rules. We like this. And what I was just seeing over and over were cats. And that just, we can't do anything with that, you know?
You can't pin it on the refrigerator. You can't be proud of that, dude. It's like a mom wanting to show off her talented kid to her friends, but all she does is draw cats!
And what I said to Dolan is like, imagine,
you're better than this. You're better than this TBH podcast Discord. Come on.
Best case scenario with the cats. Imagine that every reply to something related to our show or our posts on Twitter is cats. It'll be so generic because it's such a it's like the most common thing that anyone has ever posted on.
Dude, it's too generic, dude. Everyone needs to stop talking about cats in Discord because when I steal your messages from my Twitter, it's too generic and too common. Guys, try to be a little bit unique. Put some thought into the jokes you put into my Discord so I can steal them. What? Why would your fan, like, they don't have any obligation to do that. They're just, the Discord's just there for them to chill. What? They're not your workers. When you join the Discord, you're obligated to post things only to help the podcast, and if it does not contribute to the podcast, you are not allowed to talk on Discord. Like, what? It's just a group of people who like the same thing to hang out. This is insane.
Online or like cat videos. That used to be the main knock on the internet. Oh, it's mainly cat videos. So
this guy's so
it couldn't
sensitive.
be recognizable. We couldn't brand it. So it just seemed like a dead
all
end.
He does, dude, anytime I hear NerdCity, all he's doing is whining. Even if he's whining about like something legit that I agree with, and he makes a lot of good points in his videos and elsewhere, it's always just whining. Maybe he's just a negative person, dude. He just can never see the positive. I don't fucking know.
So
I'm kind of talking out of my ass though. There's probably a bunch of examples, but I don't know, dude. Like, this just seems so like focusing on it seems he's creating an issue out of nowhere. It's incredibly pessimistic.
Trying to
this isn't even like first world problems. This is like fucking retard problems.
Like,
I don't even know.
This, like, a lot of people just use general for shit posting, which I guess it's just two different views of what a Discord general is. Like, you've probably had far better experiences.
Yeah, just make a new channel, the fucking NerdCity fucking stick up my ass channel, dude. And then enforce all your rules in there. Spurg out in there.
Like, I don't believe...
Let people post cats in the general, what the fuck?
Everything has to be related to the podcast, you know.
And why is he getting so uptight about it? Because this isn't even his community, right? I think it'd be stupid if it was in the NerdCity Discord. But this Discord's also for Pyro, Cynical, Colossal, and Dolan and the podcast in general. Like, what?
In the general chat.
They don't mind cats just because you do.
Or in the actual other chats, but that was my view on it anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's necessary for them to have to put something of interest within the general chat and then disallowed from posting cats.
Dude, why are they responding to him like he's a normal person? I know why, because he's his friend, but he should just say, no, that's retarded, bro. Colossal should just say that's retarded. Why is he like responding to this in a legit way? Come on.
Continuously.
Just call him retarded.
I mean, a lot of these people, they really do like cats.
I'm so tired of retards hanging out in the community who aren't necessarily like doing the worst shit in the world, not like oust worthy, but they're still like so soft and people have to walk on eggshells around them. Keemstar's a great example of that. And NerdCity as well. It's like, I don't know. I guess people don't care. They're adults. They're like, oh yeah, I like NerdCity, whatever. He's sensitive for this shit. I'm gonna ignore it. But when it comes to like content, it just makes the content so soy, dude. Like, why is he even bringing this shit up?
And
it'd be so much funnier if they just bullied NerdCity, but I guess that's just not their dynamic.
Cases, they're posting their own cat, and that cat is something their whole world revolves around. Some people would say that's kind of sad, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I like animals, so I don't think it's that sad. But you ended up leaving the Discord because people were posting cats, or was it like...
He left the Discord because of the cat. He was so sick of the fucking cats, dude, that he left. And keep in mind, but guys, this is actually a story about me. Someone said cat phobic in the chat. The correct term is feline phobic. And I actually was feline phobic when I was a kid. I was like terrified of cats' claws. Everything about cats in general terrified me to the core when I was a kid. So I legitimately used to be feline phobic. And even I don't mind cats, and they just, come on.
Of varying things.
Yeah, we had the Patreon episode.
I like cats now. But like as a kid, I was scared because they're like, they have claws. They get on you and have claws.
First started to object to this and tried to moderate the server. It was when people were posting stacks of the same GIF over and over.
Annoying. That's
yeah.
That's definitely a change. Good
the
change.
Same
just,
cat
just
GIF.
that.
The cat GIF just whittled away at him. Every little GIF is a little fucking chisel off his fucking tolerance level, dude. And it just fucking, he snapped.
So it started with that. And wanting things to like not be so disruptive to conversation that you couldn't have them, like where you would have to scroll a mile to hit the last thing that somebody said. It's like that. We had to stop that. And one of those people.
Sure, if someone's spamming, then ban that one person. But the problem isn't the cats. The problem is that one guy spamming. It's a simple ban. I don't know. Who cares?
Got banned for doing that was someone that Dolan is very fond of. Someone who had been helping Dolan make shorts for the...
Holy shit, dude. You kicked fucking someone who's like actually helping with the show or with one of the hosts? What the fuck?
TBH Clips channel.
Well, he was making shorts for the channel and you kicked him because he spammed too many Bro.
So it's like...
It wasn't even random.
Pretty core to like the core group of people and people who were getting approval from the hosts were people who were actively trying to disrespect the server and make it worse.
Disrespect the server and make it worse. It was dude, this guy's such a monkey. Holy shit.
So there's been a bit of a cultural battle there where, you know, we're trolls by nature. We like to...
And now this is a whole now the segment has changed from cats to cultural battle. What?
Annoy people who we don't like. And we act in ways that, in order to make a Discord community functional and not have people like traumatized and abused, we have to be a little bit hypocritical. You know, like we can't let people talk to strangers and to each other the way that the banter between Colossal and Pyro is. Or
why? What is it? Wait, this is super egotistical. And this is something I noticed. I've had a couple of Twitter arguments with NerdCity over the years, primarily before he blocked me for going into the cave, right? But after he blocked me, he sent in one of his goons, one of his sidekicks. In the videos, you may notice there's a guy dressed up as the devil, red makeup, the devil. It's one of the NerdCity characters. And he was arguing with me, and one of his fucking replies, I kid you not, was, and this was like, I think in 2022, so I was like an established creator at this point, over 200K for sure. And he was like, you're just mad, you can't sit at the big boys table with all the important commentators. I'm like, you literally play dress up for NerdCity. Shut the fuck up. And now we have the same like little attitude here where it's like, you can't talk to Pyro and Dolan Dark and Colossal the way I do. Like he has some sort of superior social status due to being a content creator. What is this? Like the fucking old Hindu times where it's literally like untouchables and then like different tiers of people. Like what's going on here?
It was off topic and it snowballed to the point where it became overwhelming.
This guy's a party pooper. This guy's like someone who has a great time at a party and then afterwards he's like, well, this was hosted in my house and they smudged my favorite fucking game controller.
Like I would try to catch up with chat and I would read...
They disrespected the hump.
Like 8 cat things in a row to just trying to get back to where someone had asked a question about the show or said anything that I could engage with. And it was all just people trying to get the attention supply by posting a cat, and it wasn't even a good.
We got it.
Like nothing...
We got okay. Enough about their cats. We can rewind and I'll like look at it. Does he have Asperger's? I don't know, dude. Okay, here's the fucking conversation with the devil dude. He's talking with a fan of mine, dude. He wasn't even arguing with me. I had to step in later. All right, let's read this whole thing. I haven't read it since it happened. This is about like the cave story because it's around the same time frame, so a couple days later. Not gonna lie, the whole Bowblax versus NerdCity drama makes Nerd look like an asshole. The fact he banned him from the Discord server and didn't give him a chance to speak is indicative that his ego is more important than personal connections, than his dumb devil friend. Maybe he values his time too much to give it to people he doesn't like. Why does Nerd owe Bowblax anything? Maybe some personal connections are unwanted, and people should get better about handling rejection. What? I should get better about handling rejection. Bowblax has his own channel he can whine on all day. Apple emoji. Based on that, I should just block you and not engage at all with it. You bring up a decent point, but Nerd's content requires discourse. But he disallows discourse. That's the issue. He insulted someone based on a subjective take and doesn't want the opposition to speak. He insulted someone based on their history with each other. I know few people more interested in divergent views than Nerd. Unless it comes from me, I guess. Just don't be a dick and expect him to forget it. I was a dick for going into a cave. What? What was I a dick about? I don't feel like I was a dick about anything. There, that's some whining for you. There is an entire community that engages with divergent views. It's not hard to find. He's so interested that he blocks him. Got it. Nice talk. I'm having a civil conversation with you here, and you choose to resort to flippant sarcasm. I'm immortal. So he's like role-playing the devil at the same time he's doing this. I'm immortal. I have time. Nerd skips to the block when he is disrespected. Seems simple to understand. I called out hypocrisy here. I'm still being very civil here. And despite the role-playing, I think you are actually pretty genuine. Hence why I continue engaging. My sarcasm isn't a dig at you personally, it's just, in my opinion, either not a serious argument or flawed. And we can agree to disagree on the main point here, that's fine. Just fine. I just think it's hypocritical to be willing to talk about people, but not willing to allow a rebuttal. Bowblax has his own channel and his own Discord, where he can rebut his ass off all day long for drama. No one is canceling the kid. I just don't think he belongs at the adult table. And Nerd doesn't owe him a seat. Why would I need it? What? So I can talk with fucking Pyrocynical about like what fucking fat ass furry art he likes? Like what does this even mean? What? It is 2022. I'm already at like the big kids table. Are you kidding me? Like everyone I would want to get in contact with, I can get in contact with. And it has been that way for a while. What the fuck? You added nothing to the conversation or to the tweet. Also, why is Bowblax not an adult now? Dude, I hate it when people infantilize me, dude. Dude, I hate this fucker, dude. Not sure why you just personally insulted him. Sometimes in life, someone just won't like you. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's you. How we handle rejection shows maturity. I respond. I agree. And how NerdCity handles me rejecting his research at face value is to block and rant about how I'm a shitty guy 3 years later, lol. Holding a 3-year grudge over something so minimal seems a lot more immature than how I've responded to him, but ultimately it's subjective. 1 like to 54. Wow. You're at the big kids table, but you can only get 1 like? You're so insecure you have to fucking roleplay as like the ultimate devil fucking religious figure in order to have any fucking self-worth. Framing it as a grudge over something minimal is a coping mechanism. It was a disagreement. It was speculation over a YouTube video that's fucking 3 years old at this point. What do you mean? He just doesn't like you, bro. I'm the one coping. Okay, lol. Keep using Twitter search to look up your friend's name to argue with random accounts about how mature he is for having a 5-minute rant at 5 a.m. about some critical tweets he got about his YouTube video 3 years ago. Yeah, by the way, it was at 5 a.m. that fucking Discord thing happened. Didn't you build your channel that way? You don't have the first clue on how to build a YouTube channel. That's why you play dress up for a more talented friend while defending his honor to 92 follower accounts on Twitter. Literally fucking true, dude. But didn't you build your channel that way? What? You literally, like, the only reason anyone knows you is because you suck off NerdCity. What? Your link is to your friend's channel. You have no success. And your other fucking link is a link to like all of your fucking replies to show how much you're defending your fucking queen. Your queen, Nerd City. Anyway, let's hear him freak out about cats more.
Pretty core to like the core group of people and people who were getting approval from the hosts were people who were actively trying to disrespect the server and make it worse. So there's been a bit of a cultural battle there where, you know,
a cultural battle between the creators and the viewers, because creators are at the big kid stable. The big kid stable where we cry about cats on Discord. Wow. Sounds like the pussy
You're
table
trolls
to me,
by
but...
nature. We like to annoy people who we don't like, and we act in ways that, in order to make a Discord community functional and not have people like traumatized and abused, we have to
traumatized and abused by cat.
Be a little bit hypocritical. You know, like we can't let people talk to strangers and to each other the way that the banter between Colossal and Pyro is.
Why not? It's the internet. What do you mean? Why not? The whole point of a Discord is to interact with fucking strangers.
Or you end up where someone is pinging a stranger and accusing them of being a criminal, right? We don't have to say the word again.
Yeah,
but
they're being good at that.
True.
At least. Well, they get timed out now if they harass, you know, a new user. The only thing that didn't let up were the cats. that stayed consistent the entire time.
Well, of course it would, because you kept encouraging it. Like you were posting more cats, and so people will post cats.
I don't mind it either.
Nobody minds it. But they're all saying it in a polite way to not fucking freak out the little chimp friend.
Problem was, it was off topic, and it snowballed to the point where it became overwhelming. Like, I would try to catch up with chat, and I would read like 8 cat things in a row to just trying to get back to where someone had.
Yes, it's funny. Laugh at him hard. See, even they're trying to respect him, but even they can't fucking hold it in.
Asked a question about the show or said anything that I could engage with, and it was all just people.
Dude, the only people who agree with these type of delusions is Nerd City and his fucking dumbass, like, devil little fucking dick sucker.
Trying to get the attention supply by posting a cat.
The second-hand embarrassment is so bad. Like, no one is on board. I think the problem is I've been listening to so many fucking grown men just go full retard mode, especially against me specifically recently. Like with Keemstar and Tipster and all that. And iDubbbz. iDubbbz made a whole cope video about me. You would think I'm doing something to like farm all of these like haters, but no! People just hate me! But I'm like so used to it, it's like going over my head. I'm not actually getting that embarrassed, but...
Nothing that you even were supposed to like. It really was just... Like we talked about Tumad sort of driving a truck through a thread to
But I would be so embarrassed about this podcast if I were Pyro, Dolan, or Colossal. I'd be like,
Interrupt it. That's how I saw the cat images. Dude. It was meant to just keep people from talking. What? It wasn't like
the cat images were an attack! It wasn't just for fun, it became malicious. Kill yourself.
Needed it to be some sort of high-minded discourse or whatever.
Dude, how mentally weak is this man, bro? What mental struggles has he had in his life, dude? Probably a lot if fucking cats make him freak out, but man needs to get some help. He always blames everything else. After all of these instances of you spurring out over Discord cats and caves or whatever, maybe the issue is you, buddy. Maybe you need to fucking figure out how to interact with people. Your YouTube videos are great, but your social skills, there's a lot to be desired. There's a lot to be desired in your social skills. Don't worry. I mean, I can help out, man. I know what it's like being in that position, and I can help. But you gotta let me, bro. You gotta unblock.
Let's see what happens if I just turn off the image permissions to the people who post multiple cats. So
only to the people who post cats? Dude, you should have just done it across the board. Dude, that's a direct indicator that you're upset by it. And that will make people want to do more.
Neutering people who posted 3 cats.
3 cats, too much. There's a 3 cat limit rule. 3 strikes, just like on YouTube. Not even a warning, dude. Even YouTube's more fucking lenient than Nerd City. 3 strikes, no warning for cat messages. What if it's not in a row? What if someone posts a cat like in August, November, and then like May, and then they post the next one in like June? Are they banned? Or is it like only cats within a specific time frame? Is there like a cooldown on this, or?
And everyone who'd posted 3 cats, I would reply with the Bob Barker thing, and I would go, spay and neuter your strays. And I got up to like 27 people who had posted a cat 3 times.
Dude, see, so he says like in that video, like in that Discord chat with me or whatever, oh, I wasted so much time by speculating about his video on Twitter. But if you take that point seriously, it's clear that he's the one who wastes his own time when he fucking looks up who posted 3 cats and like specifically bans them in the Discord. It's your own weird mind that is causing you to fucking go into, it's almost like OCD or something like that. I don't want to diagnose you, but it's almost like OCD where you're like double checking, triple checking everything, trying to get everything under control. And then you blame it on me instead of your recognizing your own mental shortcomings. I mean, it's fine I have mental shortcomings, but don't fucking blame it on me, you fucking retard. And blame it on the cats! You're just blaming it on everything else.
But there were still cats. It was like people would come by and be like, where are the cats?
Dude, if Pyro, Colossal, and Dolan were good friends, they would sit down with him after this cat rant and be like, okay, bro, you need to chill. Like,
and then they would post cats.
If you say, I do not want to see any more
how are they just letting their friend be so retarded openly?
Images or videos of cats. Stop posting cats. All you're going to do is encourage them to do it.
Exactly. I'm just a little bit joking. Like, Pyro and Dolan and Colossal, they're doing fine. Whatever. They're even pushing back here live. I just think I would be having so much secondhand embarrassment if I were them. This behavior isn't like career ending. It's weird. And it's not like life ending or whatever. But if you're friends with someone and you see like kind of a common flaw that might be like affecting their relationships negatively or not putting them into their full potential, maybe you'd want to mention it to them. I don't know. People are different. I mean, you also want to let people live their lives, so it's like a balance. But dude, like after listening to this, it's like, dude, are you like okay? Cats? Really?
Say that and you don't mean it, and you can't actually like see the reason that we weren't able to actually get rid of the cats forever is because Dolan was letting the cats back in through the back door and posting cats.
Dude,
again,
the cat back in the cat door, dude. Oh my god, Dolan, dude. Is he gonna get into an argument with Dolan? Dolan, come on, talk back. Talk shit back. Come on. Is this podcast like gonna be pussy mode or like a drama fighting podcast? Come on.
If you demonstrate like, listen guys, the cats have been used to disrupt conversation and make this server unusable.
He's trying to own you.
No cats. We're just gonna see what happens when we take away image perms.
With the cats rule.
No, it's not a like a fundamentally offensive thing. And the first I was saying like the first 30 cats I saw on the server, I probably
call him retarded, please, Dolan.
Was like, oh, that's wholesome.
Please call him retarded.
But then I started to see it.
My respect for Dolan will go up by like 1,000% if he calls nerd retarded.
To represent something else. It started to mean basically like, fuck what you guys are talking about, look at me.
Well, I mean, look at the profile pictures of the users in the Discord. 50% of them are fucking
is a cat.
Cats. So is Pyros. So is Pyros.
Does that make this a cat themed podcast? Because I don't think it does.
Well, the thing is, like, Jay.
Why did he say that so seriously? So if everyone has like 50% profile pics in the Discord, I mean, fuck, that makes it like a cat podcast. I really don't think this is a cat podcast, right? We can agree this isn't the cat cast. Who cares? Well, you think you gotta rename the podcast to like Catorama after your Discord gets infested with felines? Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
Is always posting his cat. That specific cat has become part of, to be honest, lore. Massive inverted commas there. So, if you like, nerd, cats are a part of, to be honest.
Well, a specific cat.
No, they weren't. They are now.
They are.
Dude, they are now. Like, he's so reluctant to concede on that. They weren't, but I guess they are now.
Time we've ever mentioned it. And this is a show. It's a podcast. And the podcast.
This is a show. It's gotta be, we gotta make it professional. We gotta make sure. Dude, just entertain people. Stop it, dude. He has a stick like permanently up his asshole.
Podcast has never talked about cats or been about cats at all.
Did I not tell the story of when I caught rabies from a cat? Maybe that's.
I thought you got it from a dog.
And a cat.
You get it from.
From both.
Both of them.
I've had rabies multiple times, or at least I've contracted it.
Are you serious?
Dude, why isn't Pyro saying anything? Is he even here?
Unless we get on the same page about how to use that Discord.
Beautiful.
Dude.
work, I imagine, anyway.
Yeah, as soon as I
just wish, like, he straight up said Dolan Dark secretly smuggling cat lovers into the Discord. I just wish Dolan would have pushed back on that more,
after
man.
I felt a sense of relief because I was working really hard on trying to make that Discord better, and when I just dropped that,
it just would have been entertaining. Like, this conversation, if it was in private, like, yeah, this is fine, the way you're acting. But you gotta remember, like, you're on a podcast, bro. Like, come on. You gotta, like, spice it up.
Project and went, all right, that's an L. I'm not going to be able to get this the last 15-20% of the way to being a usable server for someone like me, or
15 to 20% acceptable for him, dude.
who I imagine would be like a Colossal fan or a Pyro fan. Like, I wanted a basic level of where, you know, there was respect for the hosts, where it wasn't...
Bro, why are you so sensitive? There's no respect for the hosts. They said mean words to me. Shut up. Place where you were, it wasn't even mean words, it was cats.
Just paying to, like, try and throw a tomato in their face. You know, we were trying to fix, and let alone trying to bully each other. So I was trying to change it from it being a bullying pit, and part of that...
A bullying pit with the cats. A bullying pit.
Because if they were doing that, then they absolutely were going to do it to each other. I was trying to deal with, like, what I thought was a cultural
Who cares if people bully each other in the Discord, bro?
Or rot within that Discord.
Well, you're not really selling the patron Discord here. So let me just say that.
No, I'll give the pitch. So if you want to post cat,
this was a paid for server that they kicked them from. That's even more fucked up. They paid for access, and he's kicking them.
And have Dolan
over cats.
Dude,
they paid for the right to post cats. What do you mean?
Crack a smile. You like go to the Discord, join the Patreon, and post gifs of cats. Dolan will like them. He obviously likes this. And
he's salty. He isn't even in the Patreon Discord anymore. It's like, yeah, you can pay money to interact with all your favorite hosts from the podcast, except NerdCity, because he's a pussy.
Colossal likes animals, and Pyro is detached, and he's not going to read it anyway. So... But I definitely won't read it because I'm not there at all.
If you like cats, if you like seeing images of cats and videos of cats, join the Discord. If you don't like them, join anyway, because we have a new tier on the Patreon for more money, where you receive even less.
Which gives you protection from banning if you post cats. That's the cat. There's like the cat protection insurance. Like when you buy a plane ticket, sometimes you can get a protection plan or whatever. You usually should. There's one for this server to get protected from the cat.
Than what you get for the $5 tier, as far as I understand it.
You reminded me of something that I forgot. I wanted to talk to you guys about. I was shocked to see how many people were admitting that they
NerdCity and iDubbbz are probably best friends.
Didn't listen to the show, or they hadn't listened to the show since episode like 2 or 3, that they had no use for it. So they were in the Discord for the Discord itself. Like they weren't watching anybody's content. They weren't even listening to the episode.
They just got away from the Discord combo, and you're pulling it back to look even more.
That the Discord is meant to host. They were there to basically just interact with this community. And that tells you that the Discord is a service that it wasn't intended to be the main draw. You know, like it wasn't supposed to be the product that was being sold.
Who cares? If someone fucking buys a video game for the box art, even though the intention is to play the fucking game, are you really gonna complain? Like, oh, Miyamoto's like, oh, they buying extra copies of my game, but they're not playing it. Oh my god. I bought an extra copy of Pikmin 4 for my shelf, and I'm not using the cartridge. I play it digitally with my digital copy. Damn, I'm so evil, dude. We have a lot to get through. Oh my god. So... NerdCity, he hadn't used his Reddit account for like years. He only posts like 1 or 2 times a year or whatever. And then he starts going on a fucking rampage on YouTube drama. Now, I haven't read any of these really. I'm gonna click on the context for all of them so we can get the full context, obviously. So this is the first one. He started with the rampage. So someone made a video on YouTube drama subreddit saying, you know, NerdCity made a video on Sniper Wolf. Someone shit talks him and they're like, there was a time where I'd be excited for an hour-long NerdCity video. Someone responds, same here. Hard to show the guy support now. He responds, why is YouTube drama a Marxist cope fest? Fascinating. I think he's reacting to the subreddit as a whole, because this subreddit is very much like Hassan-type viewers that are on it. Next, Bit out of the loop on Nerd City. What did he actually do? I'm in the same boat. Ever figure out what he did? Watched Joe Rogan without it being pre-digested and repackaged into a political take is considered a crime. That's so funny. I mean, view full context. We know the full context of this. This is just the response to the other thing. Maybe he's seeing some other shit and he's kind of like replying to it, but not under the right people. Next one. Ooh, negative 63. Bit out of the loop. What did he do? In the same boat. All I'm familiar with is he got into NFTs. He made a whole video talking about this huge NFT scam and how these guys were manipulating gullible people into buying low quality, worthless crap. And then he ended it with, and that's why you should buy all my NFTs, which are actually good because I'm definitely not scamming you. And then NerdCity responds, do you struggle with nuance in every subject? Is it all binary to you? What about genders? I bet you understand that spectrum, no? Lamau, did your Reddit get hacked? If it's actually you should be aware posting 14 comments in 20 minutes on a month-old thread is not exactly healthy behavior. Wait, this thread's a month old and he just started spurging 3 days ago. Dude, this shit lives in his head rent-free. Go tell your wife you love her or something. You don't need to apologize for me for not wanting to buy an honest product from me. Sold at an honest price. Everyone has their reasons. You see, though, our reason is that we think it's stupid. And we keep trying to tell you that. A lot of people have done it much nicer than I have. And you get very angry about it. It's very funny. Oh, I get it. I know that you were fed your opinion already, and it's so uncomfy to change. So Dunning Cougar, an effect occurs when a person's lack of knowledge and skill in a certain area causes them to overestimate their own competence. Bro, just say they're retarded. The dung hunter? Dude, come on. I mean, he is called Nerd City, so... Maybe you know more than me because you watched some Marxist bad faith video for a few minutes. What? No, they're not even talking about it. Like, I hate YouTube drama meta as much as the next guy, right? But here, like, this user in particular, they're not talking about Marxism. What? Or maybe I know more than you because I spend years on the subject. But I do get that you will always assume you know the best. Your project collapsed almost immediately. I'm aware of done whatever. I'm also aware of the sunk cost fallacy. Okay, we know that. But let me just bring it up anyway. The phenomenon where a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or course of action because they've heavily invested in it, even when it is clear that abandonment would be more beneficial. So yeah, basically Keffels and Tipster. You know, Tipster with Keffels is basically that. My guess is you were gonna invest heavily in NFTs and that didn't work out. And it's made you extremely bitter. If a good portion of your audience told you that this is a dumb project and it ended up failing, I think they might have been onto something. Once again, I need to stress how incredibly funny it is that you've died on this hill. I don't really know the intricacies of like the NFT stuff or whatever. And, you know, r/YouTube drama subreddit tends to have kind of Tardo users on here. So I'm not like agreeing with everything my name Jeff 420 says, but I am gonna keep laughing at Nerd City trying to reason with people who clearly just don't want to agree with them, right? It can never fail as long as I add value to it. I never stopped doing watch parties and taking care of the community around it. You banned me for trying to join the community around it. I own 2 dead avatar NFTs, by the way. I think actually 3. But I'm still banned from the server. What I didn't do is advertise it in a scummy way or wash trade or court speculation. So if you're saying it failed because it hasn't pumped like a shitcoin, who is the real crypto bro, eh? That's not my priority one. I won't sacrifice my morals for financial optics. Then ratios him. Won't sacrifice my morals for financial optics. Try selling NFTs. I don't even know if NerdCity's doing it in a bad way. I don't think he is. Yeah, I felt discomfort from the notification. Maybe I'll watch it later so they don't like that he's shitting on Sniper Wolf fans in here. I wish you weren't lying and you actually felt discomfort. How can I increase your actual pain? How can I physically affect you with my video? He just said discomfort. That's a mental state. It's part mental and part physical. What? Also, what? A month later, I wish you weren't lying and you actually felt pain. What? So like if someone doesn't like your video, but they aren't like fucking searing with fucking pain from watching it like physically, then it's fine. What? You should cash out me $200 to continue this conversation. Maybe that'll hurt. Giving money will hurt you? Oh. So who hurt you the most? What does this even mean? He locked down his subreddit and deleted all of his unhinged comments. Wait, is there like worse comments that he deleted? I'm here still. Mwahahaha. Okay, no, because this is from a month ago. I keep forgetting the time discrepancy between these. So they're talking about him deleting unhinged comments a month ago. So I guess he went on a Twitter rampage months ago and deleted it already. Maybe there's like a common occurrence for him. I'm here, mohaha. You're shadowboxing on a month-old thread and literally proving the criticism to be correct. You replied, though, dumbass, are you a shadow person, Junicorn? What? And then he responds again. He gives him 2 replies. I'll do it a few days later after my next upload. Now that I know where all the lies have been coming from, I found your little termite nest. Hee 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 hee. Someone's brain is rotting. What on earth do you want? A coward who lets people lie? I'm the same as ever. Talk shit? Get hit! What? All I did was go in a cave, and you blocked me. Talk shit? Get hit. Post cat pictures? Get hit. They're talking about him seeing the thread a month ago, and now they're like, he's like 3 days ago. Ha! I'm not seeing it a month ago, I'm seeing it now. Just found it now on Google search for my Game of Thrones meme. I'm reading all these lame lies. Are you thrilled? Tee hee hee. You did it, Reddit. Did that pathetic worm in your brain become as stagnant as your subscriber count? Clearly there's something not working. What would make you think I prioritize subscriber count? Proof you don't understand me at all. It's so fucking cringe, dude. Original topic, which will surely justify a runtime by showcasing new and shocking information about this individual. Yes, unironically. The video itself is really funny too. I don't think I've actually talked about the video. I was watching it on Lorec's stream, and he ends up like bloating the video by showing clips of people just saying like his previous videos are epic, and I found it like so funny. It's not like bad, it's just like so funny. It's like, dude, why is this included? Just like, NerdCity's awesome, by the way.
All these were Garvins were stolen. His video is so in-depth, there's no holes in it.
And based on everything...
Dude, why did he include that just randomly? Tubbo being like, but NerdCity's video is so good, it has no holes in it. Go to the next one. It's just funny. It's funny. NerdCity's definitely not one of these people I dislike or think he's doing anything evil or whatever. I just really, really love bullying him. And I feel like it's deserved, dude. He's just so spurgy. But dude, I found that pretty funny from his video. Anyway, continuing on. Yes, unironically, my video is epic. This sub is just an unintentional reminder of bet you're glad you didn't stick around, huh? For almost every YouTuber or shit thumbnail I've swiftly passed by. 10 years of touching grass shielding. You mean you get pleasure from endless purification until there is no one left? All your friends, all your family, then you. Gets liquidated for an ideology? That's where this leftist revenge drive takes you. Glad you already like the Reddit version. You tried to purify me on going into a cave, by the way. That's why I'm blocked by you. Purity tested in the caves, dude. It's almost as if the market for getting revenge is thirstier than the supply of suitable crimes to punish, eh? You literally make videos on Sniper Wolf to get revenge for the content that she's allowed to upload on YouTube that you don't like. Obviously, your thoughts on Sniper Wolf is valid. Sniper Wolf fucking sucks, but what do you mean? Market? Like, you're acting as if you're not part of this market. Like, fuck off, idiot. I'm better than I'm better than everyone else. I'm just so much better. Oh, you're the guy who went fucking goofy brain. Wait, what? Wait, whoa. This guy's actually funny. Wait, you're the guy who went goofy brain mode? Dude, goofy brain mode? After your NFT project flopped and started spewing bullshit about the evil Marxists trying to take over the world with UFO hoax or something. Honest product for an honest price. Why do you block me on Twitter for saying this then? At least 4 people I knew who faded dead avatars ended up selling an ultra rare for under mint price. And then you have people like this person who just held the whole time and one day woke up to a 1,800 offer for one of the dead avatars. At NerdCity, just a little confused. At the end of your new video, you mentioned that dead avatar project is unique and different. No one with a dead avatar project is trying to sell this as an investment or money-making scheme. What's up with your community managers doing this? Dude, so community managers are like selling their NFTs? Oh wow, that was you lying and calling Jade our community manager. I thought it was a scammer who was angry over being called out. How funny the lies once again come from the subreddit. Chef's kiss. Nice to meet you again. That was a memorable lie. Are you experiencing a manic episode, bro? So I don't know like much about NFTs, so I don't know if this like proves that NerdCity is doing shady shit with it, but I mean, he saw it and he says they're lying, so that's his take on that. Dude, and now he's going into the next day. He isn't even doing this all in one spurt. He's like, logging on like multiple times a day, hours apart, to look at this shit. Out of the loop, what did he do? As you can see, nothing but not bow down to cowards who dogpile and pretend everyone is a Nazi for doing something a widow baby sheep wouldn't like. Are you pretending people are sensitive when you melted down over cats in your Discord? Think for yourselves, what a pathetic mob. So this would be an okay comment if it wasn't like so fucking soy in the way he's doing it, like, ha, I'm better than you guys. Harumph! I'm way better than you guys. Like, I don't know. I guess you can say it with these retards, but considering just it just coming from NerdCity, this is not badass. If it was someone else, maybe, but oh my god, a horde of bullies. Come on. You would never expect Nerd to be going out this sad in a random YouTube drama comment section. Also, really weird behavior to make it about non-binary people for no reason, because he like randomly referenced non-binary people. I think when we was talking about Marxists earlier. I'm not going out. I'm just horde mode replying to a mob of bullies. That's my prerogative when you lie about me. It's not entirely my fault if they are just a waste of my time. It is your fault, because it's clearly, what do you get out of this? It's your time to choose how to waste. So if you use your time poorly, yes, that is your fault. This whole attitude of everything is everybody else's fault from NerdCity is just so infuriating. I know nothing about NerdCity, really. I'm not opinionated enough on the topic to really know, but just reading through the comments here, he's not making himself look good at all. It seemed like this guy needs some medical help. I genuinely hope he gets it soon. Nice. So you understand then I am hostile back if you are hostile to me. And I'm not afraid of bullies! Thread was total cancer, so I showed up and irradiated it. What irradiated it? Surprise Pikachu face. Okay, so this is a continuation of this thing. It's only funny that you literally updated the Dead Avatar website today after starting this meltdown of yours. I was replying to Grimmyverse, who up until some time in the last 4 or so hours was still listed as community manager on your site. Gummyverse had retweeted Jade selling your NFT as a financial investment, and this was significant to me because Grummyverse, who again, I would like to again remind you was a community manager, had only made 6 or so tweets since that. I'm not great at Twitter, but hey, at least that means I'll likely be able to log off if I have a mental breakdown. But maybe this should help remind you. Seriously, dude, I know that you know who's telling the truth. Lamau, fucking log off. NerdCity responds, liar! I didn't change anything. Oh my god. You just can't stop lying, can you? I'm not deleting comments. Your comrades are in a starstruck frenzy, downvoting everything. Again with this superiority complex. Starstruck. Starstruck. Okay. I'm addressing a handful of lies, so very sorry if it's not easy for other liars to follow and get evil conflict addiction thrills from them. What? This subreddit's full of tardos, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this can apply to like anybody like talking about drama. The way he talks feels like he's one of these anti-drama content creators where it's like, oh, you're evil for talking about conflict and making content on conflict and stuff like that. But he literally makes drama videos. It just doesn't make any sense. Damn, I just lost respect for you. You can't control me. You can't control me. You can't control me with that. And you shouldn't respect anyone who kneels to fake shit. Bro, calm the fuck down. Is his excuse gonna be like, this is a character? I'm not going on as NerdCity. I'm going down as Dr. Downvote. Dude, I'm Dr. Downvote, not NerdCity here. Like a Defanoodles excuse. You fell off, lol. Dude, he's responding to the you fell offs as well. Are you kidding me? You think I want approval from this bullying subreddit? Liars feel seen. Who is he making these responses for? Everybody here hates him. Nobody's gonna be convinced and be like, oh, I'm actually gonna upvote this now. That's badass. I'm not even a part of the subreddit. It popped up in my recommended feed. I have no idea who you are, and I didn't even know that your channel existed. No shade, I just don't watch a lot of YouTube. But as I live and breathe, I have not seen someone so obsessed with Reddit comments involving them. It's not that deep. Why do you feel so inclined to respond to every single comment regarding you? If you are sure that the people behind this decision are fibbers and jerks, then the slapping fight that is this comment section should be completely beneath you, bro. Why are you even engaging? I just made a video interviewing a woman who allowed a psychopath in her fan base to lie about her for the better part of a decade and never fought back. You can nitpick the words I use, or maybe you do it differently, but I won't stand for it once I know about it. If I want to take the time, I will stand up for yourself and tell liars to frig off! Thanks for the concern trolling, though. Why are you mad about the NFTs, then? Dude, you didn't respond to this? The one thing you didn't respond to? Alright, and now, the big one, dude. Oh, boy. What is this? Hi, NerdCity here. A Discord mod linked me to this thread, so I'll reply. I've used Reddit for a long time. I owe a lot of my success to old Reddit. Many of my videos did well on r/videos, or even reached escape velocity into r/all. And with that came lots of 2,000-word Yelp-style Reddit posts criticizing not just my videos, but even my face and my voice whenever a video did well. That comes with the territory, and I'm no stranger to how the site works, or even to reading a range of other people's unfriendly opinions. But what does really bother me is lying! And getting things wrong on purpose. And if you watched my channel, that statement shouldn't come as a surprise. 2 videos ago, I did an interview with Azzyland, where she revealed that for the better part of a decade, Sniper Wolf and her fans have been lying about her, and running a non-stop smear campaign claiming that she stole video titles and thumbnails. Anyone on Earth could just look up the dates and see the situation was, in fact, the other way around. And yet, almost nobody did. Those who did were shouted down for disagreeing, since it was all so easy to disprove. Azzy was certain most people would know it was false, so she never stood up for herself. But the false rumors spread more and more. What is this fucking... Dude, the video exists. Why are you like copy-pasting your video script into Reddit? What the fuck? But I don't even think this is a copy-paste of his script. If it was, it would be a little less pathetic, but let's just... Why is he writing this all for this audience to hear? They don't give a fuck, bro. They think internet historian's a Nazi. Why are you writing this all for them? Azzy was certain most people who knew it was false, so she never stood up for herself. But the false rumors spread more and more, and her own YouTube... He's trying to paint this as him being super virtuous by making a Sniper Wolf exposed video. The superiority complex and the I'm better than you. That's why I think he would get along with iDubbbz a lot. And her own YouTube comments became overrun with increasingly angry accusations, all based on a stream of lies from SS Sniper Wolf, a YouTuber with 32 million subscribers. I believe SS Sniper... We know who SS Sniper Wolf is. What's with all these... What's this SA type shit? SS Sniper Wolf, who has millions of this many subs, this many views, is this gender, is this... Calm down. I believe SS Sniper Wolf was counting on the notion that she would never speak up and reveal the truth herself. I logged into Azzy's YouTube studio and saw the scope of this harassment campaign with my own eyes. Oh my god, mean comments! There was page after page after page of smears, and even death threats! Azzyland has millions of views. Of course, she's gonna have pages and pages of comments on a particular topic, because she just gets so many comments in general. A keyword search would bring up 10,000 examples of lies in which recent weeks underneath her... Okay, you did not individually check all of those 10k examples to make sure they were lies. In her studio, she showed you and typed in with you SS Sniper Wolf, and then there was 10k results for people mentioning Sniper Wolf on her channel probably within the last 10 years. Or whatever time frame. There's no way you individually checked each 10k comment to check if they were a lie. Shut the fuck up. The over-exaggeration is insane. He tries to be super, like, in-depth, in detail, but then he over-exaggerates. Like, you're gonna say that you checked 10k comments for lies? Come on. The scale of that malicious misunderstanding had become so big that I struggled to even screenshot it. Or to convey... Dude, this is so long! I don't want to read anymore! In hindsight, Azzy regrets not correcting it and standing up for herself. I agreed that she should have fought back immediately. I'm a different type of person than her. And what I do know is I'm not afraid of bullies or confrontation. And something new has started against me recently. False accusations from bullies with an ideological agenda. This is the beginning of NerdCity's downfall. If he continues behaving this way, he's gonna turn into a full-on lol cow. I mean, he's gotten away with being spurgy about Discord cats and with me and stuff like that. But if he starts going against these fucking psychos... You've seen the amount of likes tipsters fucking tweets and other tweets about Keffels get, despite how fucking ridiculous they are. He's gonna antagonize an entire fucking group of fucking psychos, and then he's gonna melt down over it and go lolcow mode. And a weird axe to grind against all people who use crypto. Even the summary in this recent thread is worded in such a way that is the same manipulation tactics being revealed again. I haven't become a background character on YouTube due to my involvement in NFTs. No, it's because you don't upload. Or because I'm being an extremist. My views are within the normal range in YouTube's analytics and politically. The interview I mentioned above was covered by many other YouTube channels, from Critical to Oompaville to Swoop to Kavos to Pyrocynical to Internet Anarchist. People who probably have very different political leanings and backgrounds. I mean, he's making a true statement. I just don't know why he's saying it here. Just like Asian plagiarism, anyone can look that up and see the video was not reduced to background static due to politics. But yet I am here in the most unflattering position of being the only one to indicate that myself. One thing the Aziland situation revealed is that most people reading lies you typed probably won't read them carefully or think critically for themselves. They'll take it all at face value or go on to repeat it in even the most distorted way. Well, I will give NerdCity this. He definitely doesn't copy other people's opinions because nobody had that spelunking tag. At this point, I think defending yourself against a bad faith mob is underrated. People are also afraid now to reveal that they are annoyed by trolling. You mad, bro? That they let people say whatever they want about them. I don't respect liars, and I'm not afraid to say to their face or to reveal the priorities I have that I really do care about. And 2 days ago, I found out for sure that the liars who are seeking safety in numbers really don't like it when you zoom in and notice them one by one. That drama subreddit is a safe space for smearing reputations and dogpiling people who will never show up and set the record straight about anything. I mean, this is true. The sentence is true. And so when I rapid fire replied to everyone talking to me, they were flustered with how irregular it was. No, they were just laughing at your retardation because you were acting spurgy. Even if some of the stuff you said was right, the way you were saying it was spurgy. And some people would just dislike it regardless because they're spurgs, but still, you were spurgy. Most of them instantly shifted the goalposts from these stupid lies they were marketing to each other into the fact that I was reacting at all or trying to pretend I was criticizing trans people. Yeah, I don't get this part. But again, I haven't looked into what they were referring to. Or that I should have better things to do with my time. I probably have, you know what? I'm a hypocrite because I probably have better things to do with my time than read this. Me reading their thread and caring about any lie, that's the real problem, you see. How convenient. Absolute cowards, man. What I care... How long did it take to type this? What I care about is artists being able to support themselves and being able to do what they want to do in a day instead of what other people want them to do. EDP was an artist. And the more I researched the debacle that was NFTs during COVID-19... Why during COVID? These weird details. It was during... Okay. The more I was referred to a certain handful of videos that are in fact made by Marxist or Marxist-inspired creators. I say this not from guessing, but from their own words and the way they describe themselves. But yeah, but you were talking to people in the subreddit, and those aren't the Marxist-inspired creators, I assume. I don't think there's other creators in here arguing with you. And from talking with people who repeated their arguments to me, I found that most people who repeat the distortions in those videos actually don't realize there were Marxism-infused critiques. I thought this was obvious and crucial to fixing the problem for artists. But to the average person, I know they might not even care about that. I think it's a significant footnote, and unfortunately, I will have to point out that whenever I talk about digital ownership, or even try to encourage artists to be entrepreneurial. The idea of anyone trading an asset for profit means that collecting valuables is incompatible with these revolutionaries. TLDR. I don't want artists to suffer, and they do. And so here we are. I am being smeared in those echo chambers, and people are saying I moved to the other team. But that's a made-up narrative. Even those people who are lying to each other that I fell off in a petty way is a tactical lie to make my voice seem quieter in the future. Sorry to have to say this myself, but I'm not, and I haven't. I'm still working hard, trying to have positive impact on topics I cover, and I do my best to make every video better than the last. Thank you for reading, and I'll get back to it now. Nick? Dude, why is Nick trying to help? Let him spurg! I would advise just disengaging from r/YouTube drama entirely, and just laughing at the stupid posts from afar. It's a drama subreddit for those who hate YouTube drama, and the vast majority of discourse doesn't reflect the things people are actually thinking / talking about. Just my 2 cents. And to be clear, I don't mean ignore all criticism, just them. Dude, why is he trying it? Dude, he's spur wrangling. Matt Pitt does this too. If a bunch of maladjusted dorks on the internet are walking towards you with torches and pitchforks, the only thing you can do is laugh at them and walk away. Actually trying to justify yourself to them or argue with them is probably the worst thing you could do. There was a time when I agreed with that, but letting people lie just doesn't work either. But he listened when Nick said it, because Nick is in the upper echelon of creators. He's in a different tier of important people. But when Malcolm Rose Gaming says it, you can't let people lie, dude. But when Nick says it, you'll just stop, because that's when he knows he's in real trouble, dude. It feels weird that I'm the one giving you advice on this because you are a big-time YouTuber guy and I'm small-time, but I promise you that interacting with these people in a serious, non-mocking way is a mistake. What they are doing is straight out of Linus Guy's rules for radicals. They're trying to fight ridicule and lies. You can't fight ridicule and lies. You can only turn it around on the enemy, ignore it, profit from it like Stone Toss does, treat it like a joke, but for the love of God, do not take these people seriously. Do not try to argue with them or correct the record. They just do. Dude, this is such a good comment. Even though it's tartar wrangling again. Like, I feel like all of this shit, like, NerdCity is friends with Pyro and Colossal and Dolan Dark, like commentary people, or people who at least were heavily in commentary at a certain point in their lives. Maybe not as much now. They're in their own kind of community or whatever. But regardless, he hangs out with YouTubers who know this, who have this advice. This probably isn't the first time he heard it, and he's still not listening, dude. He's a lost cause, man. We've given him so many tries. He's spurred out so many times. You're never going to be able to talk to the actual human being behind their eyes, if there even is one there to begin with. That person is closed off from you forever. What do you think you're going to do? Debate them into behaving decently? I'm not just talking about my ass here. Some hardcore radical left types have been telling hilariously nasty lies about me for years. It started in a community where I gained a small following due to super niche world record gaming stuff. I very quickly learned that no matter what I do, there's no universe where they're going to stop telling those lies. Eventually, I took a look at my Bible, read Matthew 7:6, and realized I was expending a tremendous amount of energy on people who are more likely to wipe their asses with my pearls than make a necklace out of them. Ignore them, profit from them, or mock them. Those are your options. Do not take them seriously. There's no benefit to be gained from that. Also, don't be afraid to just ban them from your communities. Believe me, there are people who want the same or really much worse for us. That is one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard given in NerdCity. Excellent post. I think you're onto something. I was mocking them a little in that other thread, but I'd sooner increase the entertainment value than try to act more polite to these bad faith morons. I keep getting informed about these rules for radicals. Thank you for the tip. Damn. Well, at least he took that well. Maybe he's cured, dude. Maybe he's curable. Maybe it's working, dude. Maybe after all these years, people like Nick and other people giving him advice like this, it's finally going to connect with him. Dude, so people are bullying him for going on Reddit, and then he's blocking them, dude. He's actively on a blocking spree, dude. He does not like people talking about his Reddit. Is everything good, man? Going crazy on Reddit right now. Dude, wait, everyone's asking. Wait! At NerdCity. Oh, and he's unadding people because when the at like isn't clickable anymore, that means he manually unadded them. So NerdCity saw this. Everything good, man. You going crazy on Reddit right now? Everything good, man, dude, and he's doing it to everyone. Everything good, man, dude. He's going and he's unmentioning them all, dude. Wait, whoa, wait. I haven't seen this. Wait, he deleted some of them. Posting here all day. We didn't see this one. This one got deleted. It's a cell phone every time you wimp say this. I'm supposed to feel lower for even seeing your post? Just be quiet if you're starstruck, darling. I went through this page for a bit. He's really weird. No, this is my main. Why are you all so surprised? I used to use Reddit all the time. You can't lie about me in public and then not have me notice and kick your ass in 30 seconds. I always do that. What? So what we went through wasn't even all of it. There's deleted ones, dude. All day, every day. He's just on Reddit for the past 3 days. Dude, all the good shit is gone. Dude, we might have missed some of the funniest fucking shit. Whatever, dude. That sucks.